Let's talk business class. Everyone would prefer to fly in comfort, but let's face it, business class is often 5 to 10 times more expensive than economy. Now, if you are the type of person that can fall asleep anywhere and can bounce back after sitting for 10 hours, then this discussion isn't for you. However, if you are like me and long-haul flights in economy are brutal on your body, then let's talk about ways to pay less for business class seats. I spend an inordinate amount of time searching for deals, so I thought I would share some of my methods. Number 1, the easiest way is to pick your dates and destination based on price. Look to see what business class deals are being offered and see if any of those destinations appeal to you. Most people figure out their destination and dates first and then are stuck with the flight prices. Flip the switch and you can take advantage of great deals. I always look at the flight prices before I confirm any travel plans. Number 2, get a credit card that rewards you with airline miles. Try to find one that gives a good sign-up bonus. Then put all of your purchases on this card. Of course, you need to pay off your card every month, otherwise any savings you get for flying will be eaten up by finance charges. There are many cards that give you mileage, but try to pick one that works for you. If your home airport is a hub of a particular airline, you might consider getting a card affiliated with that airline. For instance, if you live in Detroit or Minneapolis, a Delta Airlines card might make the most sense for you. If you don't live near a hub airport, there are cards that allow you to use your miles for any airlines. I have left a couple links on travel credit cards in the description, so you can do your own research and figure out what card works best for you. Also, if you already have a travel credit card, see if an upgrade makes sense. I recently upgraded my American Express card to an Amex Reserve card. I pay a larger annual fee, but it gives me 3 times the miles, travel insurance, lounge access, and other reward benefits. If I wasn't traveling frequently, it probably wouldn't be worth it. But for me, it definitely has been. Which brings me to number 3, look for flight deals. There are hundreds of travel sites, but these are the ones I use to research. Going allows you to input your airport, destination, and class of ticket, and it will show you if there are any flight deals from your home airport. You can also input secondary airports. For example, my home airport is Phoenix, but I also input Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Burbank because I know I can purchase a cheap economy flight to those cities for around $100. Google Flights is also a great resource. This is where I do much of my research. Google Flights has a flight tracker where you can plug in the flight you want to take, and it will notify you of any significant price drops. Google Flight Explorer will show you the current pricing of tickets all over the map, so you can see if there are deals close to your destination. Number 4, be flexible with dates. When I was booking my flight from Phoenix to Santiago, Chile, the business class fares were outrageous. I changed my date to return home on Christmas Day, and I suddenly found a fare that was 1/5 the price. It required me to spend 2 extra nights in Santiago, but the hotel rates were only about $100 a night, so it was a huge savings to stick around a couple more days. Google Flights also has a calendar that can show you the price per day. Usually Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday are the cheapest days to fly. And by the way, if you do find a good deal on Google Flights, try to book it directly through the airline. Just use Google Flights as a resource. Number 5, be creative. I often focus on just getting over the pond, so to speak. If I can't find a deal from my home airport of Phoenix, I look for deals from any airport in the United States. Let's say I want to travel to Amsterdam, but the only cheap deal I find to Europe is from New York to Paris. If I can find a cheap economy ticket from Phoenix to New York and from Paris to Amsterdam, then I might be able to save dramatically. I'll be in economy for some of the legs, but I'll have the lie-flat seat when I need it the most to sleep. Let's say you find a good deal, but it requires you to fly 4 legs. What about staying in one of those layover cities for more than a day and spend time exploring that location? Try to think outside the box. The more flexible you are, the easier it will be to take advantage of flight deals. Number 6. Investigate package cruises or tours where business class is included. I took a cruise last year on a luxury cruise line that included business class airfare. The cruise was heavily discounted, it had no single supplement, and it included business class airfare. For me, this was a no-brainer. Now, if you just can't find a cheap business class flight, You can always splurge and try to save money at your destination. You need to decide if the comfort of flying in business class is more important to you than your accommodations or dining. For me, business class only matters when I'm flying overseas. That is when I need the lie-flat seat if I want to sleep and arrive rested. Now, all of this does take some work and research, which can be very time-consuming. You have to decide if the savings is worth the work. For me, it definitely is, and I enjoy the challenge. Also, if you are a senior, check out my video on senior travel discounts. I've left a link in the description. And if you have any methods of finding great business class deals, please share in the comment section below. And if you'd like to follow my senior and solo travel journeys, please subscribe. Cheers!